I read a book recently. It was called The Anthropocene Reviewed, where John Green, the author, this guy, compiles a collections of essays on seemingly various random subjects, ranging from a ball of paint to the act of whispering. John is pretty random when he talks about this stuff, and I think he's just presenting facts, observations, and other bits of non-fictional elements in a way that are interjected with personal anecdotes that makes me feel really appreciative about his perspective. The book is nonfiction, but not in the same way that a newspaper is nonfiction. It is a compilation of reviews, and yet I feel like I'm learning more about the reviewer, John Green, and less about things actually being reviewed. If I were to give it another name, it would probably be Getting to Know John, because that's what I'm doing. The title will be more reflective of the book's contents, though I'm also really glad that that's not the actual book's name, because Getting to Know John is too obvious and doesn't sound nearly as interesting as The Anthropocene Reviewed. Don't get me wrong, I'm pretty sure John is a really awesome guy. Yeah, vlogbrothers, especially because of the insights that he brings to vlogbrothers. Yeah, I really love John and also Hank. Yeah, love them both. Okay, the book could also be called An Organized Tour Inside John's Brain, because I feel like I am being guided in a large museum of contemporary art. When I look at the table of contents and flip through the pages upon arrival, I'm walking through an exhibit of unfamiliarity. I see the objects of display and cannot help but question, why are they all sharing the same space as each other? Why all here? I can't actually, I don't know, fathom a common thread that really connects them all. It is only through the pages, or rather, display plaques, that I'm actually able to understand John. Why every chapter is the way it is, why it's here, and what it contributes to the mental space that's inside John's brain. I resonate with the comfort that he finds in silence, and think it's clever the way he personifies the quiet, and how we personify the clouds. When I look at the world through John's view, I can see why every subject is on display with a large spotlight for me, along with the rest of the audience, to sit and gaze with awe at how such a change in perspective can bring immense joy. As I've said before in a Goodreads review, I'd like to mention how grateful I am to have my existence overlap with that of the books. As I have read the Anthropocene Reviewed, I see how John puts meaning in places where they don't originally belong, and how I have found meaning in the nooks and crannies of my own spaces. I feel that I am on a constant tightrope of struggle, balancing the way I view the world, for what it is and for what I see it as, in hopes of searching what serves me best. I look forward to finishing Everything is Too Brave for Lisses, which for context is John's newest book. And I thank you, John, for writing the Anthropocene Reviewed. And with that being said, thank you. I'll see you again.